Hi, welcome to the Gamesplainer. I'm Jeff the Gamesplainer and today I'm Gamesplaining Scoville. So it's been a year since I did my video for Scoville. What do I think of it? Do I still like it? Have I played it? The answer is I have played it once. One time only in a year. That's a problem. I didn't realise that till I was about to make this video where I'll actually look up. I do check on these details of have I played this game since last time I did the video. I've only played it once since the video. I don't like that. I think that this is a really good game and it deserves a lot more attention than I'm giving it. The game itself is very playable because you're changing the pattern of where the colours are being put. The way you play or the maneuvers that you take during your play become different each time you play. So I find that there's not one solution to the problem. On top of that, having different cards that you're going after, that you're trying to achieve, or different cards you're able to take from the other side of the board, that keeps it alive, keeps it new, keeps it fresh, while still being the same game. There is a small expansion on this which I've added in, and I tend to keep adding that in simply because it just gives you the ability to get chilies that the other players are not able to get. As I said, I think this is a really wonderful game. I think this is a worthwhile game to give some attention to. It's one that I don't hear the name being bandied around much anymore. Because let's face it, the game came out in 2015. It's now 2019. And that's a 4-year gap. That's very well and truly enough. In fact, I reckon 4 weeks is almost enough for games to no longer be in the consciousness. I've got a heck of a lot of games that are sitting here that came out near the end of last year, probably at Essen, that I'm going, oh, I really want to get that game. I really want to get that game. But there's new games being added onto that all the time. And it's just finding the path through all that is actually really hard. I think that Scoville is one that should receive some attention. It should receive your attention. If you have never played it, you need to get together with someone who has a copy and have a game. It plays up to 6 players. I really like that. I've said before, but I'll say again, that from here down that direction only plays up to 5. From here down that way plays to 4. It means that there's only the one shelf that plays above 5 players, so 6 or more players. One shelf only. That's a quarter of this collection, not including the stuff that's right at the top. A quarter of this collection that's made the shelves or stuck onto the shelves that is able to play with that size group. I have a group of, I'm sure is going to be quite large coming around. I think this game is going to come out. I hope this game is going to come out. I think it's a worthwhile game to come out. It's a worthwhile game for us to spend some time with. There's enough of a manipulation of turn order for it to not be a slow game. There's enough of it goes this direction doing one thing, goes that direction doing the next thing, back the other way, for it to kind of keep you really involved. The one thing that really gets in the way, I guess, is that maneuvering of your farmer, and you can't actually stand where other farmers are. So depending on having how many players you have, if you have a lot of players, it actually kind of does get really hard unless you can find your own little corner that you're going for. I play a lot of my games 2-player with my wife, and the reason that we find games like this one don't come out quite often is that they're just kind of, I'll sit back and relax and I'll just move, I'll move. If I happen to be standing where my wife wants to go, she gets really super grumpy at it, and it's best not to do that. However, I think this is a really wonderful game, and I think it's worth a look into for anyone who has a chance to play it. Play this. Scoville is such a good game. It's by Tasty Mitchell Games, which I've found have been doing some really, really good work and kind of coming into their own in the last few years. I really like their games. I think that they do a really good production. There's some nice stuff added in, and it's just good. This one has the different chilies, which if you go back and watch the videos, you'll see them if you haven't seen the game before. The different chilies are different sizes depending on how hard they are to get. The clear ones especially look absolutely gorgeous, and it's worth the game just for those. I think that this is one of those games that should be on everyone's shelf, and you should have played it at least by now if you haven't. So look out for it, try to get your hands on it, have a look at my gamesplays and gamesplanations to get a feel for the game, to see if you will actually like it. As you've obviously heard me saying quite a few times, I think it's a really good game. This may not be your type of game, that's fine, but do give it a chance, have a look at it. I think some of these older games, it's only 4 years old, let's be honest, I still love watching the Lord of the Rings movies, which are 15 years old-ish plus. They're getting on a bit, but they stay relevant. So I think some of these older games that have gone past us and we've forgotten about are probably worthwhile having a look at. Look, I'll leave it there. If you have any games that you'd like to be Gamesplaying, please shoot me an email at thegamesplainer@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at thegamesplainer to keep up to date with the games I'm playing. Subscribe to my videos to keep up to date with the games I'm gamesplaining. And until next time, enjoy gaming.